G'day, let's play some more Hearts of Iron as the Chinese in the Alliance. Good old allied Chinese. Well, Paradox are going to throw this at us every now and then where random people join the wrong faction, so why shouldn't we? And take advantage of it. And Italy's finally capitulated because... well, didn't even get to Palermo, but sure. So these 30 can join the front line up near Danzig. No, let's go down here actually. Can we get them directly over here? No. Well, make a line across there and they will push there. That is Kiev. Let's ignore Kiev as we go around. Try and take Moscow and Stalingrad. They can just jump straight into it. Strategically redeploy them, even though they probably were anyway. Get up to the Yugoslav-Romanian border, and then we'll fire and forget them. Now, you guys still have an order way the hell over here. They're trying to fulfill. These guys are just standing around supplyless. Yes, very low supplies everywhere. Actually, decent supply down here. Alright, where are we sending this lot? To a horrendously undersupplied province. Not sure if they'll be allowed to jump from there or not. But if they are, they will jump here. And from there, they would, I don't know, do something like that. Go for it. They should still be being aggressive. They are. Looks like the Allies are actually trying to push in. It's a good sign. 10 reserves. Yeah, the Brits are actually low on supply in there. But they have good soft attack. Tactic damage is not good. Alright, well, they'll keep doing stuff up there. West Germany is not going to take over the rest of Germany, apparently. Well, Prague is held by Poland. It's alright. So where are these guys? They've already pushed in. Good. Good, good. We'll shorten their front. I want them to really focus. Alright, you focus just over there. And really don't care about that southern area. Let's just go to there. As long as they can push forward. Something like that. And let's just redraw this one. Closer to Moscow. Alright, through Kiev, Moscow, Stalingrad. Alright, next nuke is 3 months off, April. And at the same time, where are we going? Building another reactor that'll be ready in May. So the next nuke will take a couple of months less than this one did. There's some red zones. Now Tibet, not allowed to justify on because we're in the Allies. Although, this will take way too long, but let's boost fascism in the UK, just to be annoying. Should have done that the first time we went fascist. Ooh, that's the Iranian flag, wasn't it? Let's grab a few of these guys. Hey, we got a tank. Get the tank in there. Oh, he's done. Turn around. Get the tank over there. How many tanks have we finished? Finished 12. Awesome. Send us another 13 troops. We'll accept that. Is that all of them? No idea. But send them to the front. all of them by looks. Cool. So, still building up. We are still 3 months under. Not making any motorized for quite a while. I'm still going to make more civilian factories and military factories and nuclear reactors. So we'll get there one day. Might be 1948 by the time, well, it will be 1948 by the time we do. But we can do it. Now the next question is, do we want a separate division? Let's just tell these guys to be aggressive. For the tanks. I would like them all really close together. So yeah, bring them out. Give them somebody good. Entrenchment, supply consumption will be important. I'm not going to take 2 Yu Ming. Let's take this guy. Reassign him. These guys are in the far north, so they could do with a supply guy. We don't have any more, so just Luofang. Alright, and the other tanks, as they come out, need to join this dude, which they can't because he doesn't have an order. So let's pull them. Where are the most plains going to be? All forest and marsh and crap up there. Desert they should get a bonus with. So we'll give them a front. Something like that. And they, when they can, will just come over this way. Well, let's keep it green. It's going to be their job to go there and do that. They're already incredibly weak. Should just be a tank problem though. So what we're going to do is cut these off. They should be doing reinforcements before this anyway. Keep these going infinitely at low priority. And now they have a job, give them, they can be Blue Army. And when these guys pop out, they need to join Blue Army. From Ningxia. Yep, sounds fine. Okay, looking blue. That's seriously a tank. Made it all the friggin' way up here. Okay, well if you're going to be up there, you're going to be some kind of help. And yeah, whatever. Okay. Now, weren't we doing an airdrop? We're on the base. It's where I assume it's just a supply issue is the reason they can't actually do the jump. Don't have any more air bases on the front. Czechoslovakia's gone. Alright, let's take a look at this French Foreign Legion. There's a heavy tank right there. He's going to wait until that battle's over and then pull towards Yasi. What's their story? Soft attack is pretty high. Alright, go to Yasi. So there's no one in there yet, but they will be before we get there. Must have already had low organisation. Yep. So as long as we keep harassing his front line, they won't be able to do much. Need to get somebody down to Bucharest. Have 4 guys here. They're all busy. Alright, we under 50% yet? Well under. It's going to be mostly the POMs. Yeah, they're up to 35. Alright. Now I did switch the Yu Mingers over to aggressive, which is where most of this slowdown is going to be coming from. Although, is our actual strength coming up? No, it's not. Okay. Why do we have two front lines all the way up there? This is where it would probably be best just to merge everything together. Well, let's check this out. What are you? Luo Fang. Yeah, that's right. These guys are not supposed to have the front up this far. They can come back to there and stop. Alright, redirect all of them immediately, even though they probably just broke off a bunch of battles. The Raj. They're doing alright. That's justifying anybody. Is there... I doubt Portugal did anything. No. Who else actually created tension? What country? Belgium did. Because they joined the offensive war. Doubt that's a reason to fabricate on them. France, German Republic. They get the blame for everything. Greece, Iraq, already at war with. And Japan, Liberia, Luxembourg, Mongolia are at war with. Norway are in the Allies. Poland, China, Bulgaria, Guatemala. No, it's nothing here that isn't already involved that we could do. Maybe Siam, I think they joined the Allies. Soviets, 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 Spain. Okay. It's the only war going in the world. Can't do Saudi Arabia or Oman or Afghanistan. Pity. Because democracies can't fabricate, even though we're not a democracy. Siam are in the Allies, yes. Alright. Two provinces there would need to be taken to pinch that off. There goes Romania. Yep, green all along that. So he's definitely going to go to Moscow before us. What we would like to do is fire off another nuke before the war finishes. Probably need to try and take Stalingrad. But if we tried to push these guys in a race, they would spread out nicely, take Kiev on the way. He's going to be broken all along his front, so he's just going to keep collapsing. Hopefully they'll extend down this way. Looks like he's got some decent organisation still with heavy tanks. Alright, what's our actual occupation score here? 3165. Alright lads, keep it going. Take a port. So many troops down there. And it is poorly supplied. That is us trying to supply it through the ports. It's weird. We've got a lot of convoys. For trade and supply. Alright, we're in that zone. Belarus we are not in. When is this nuke finished? April 8th, 9th. Alright, Turkey's got to capitulate soon, don't they? 54 of 35. If we nuked them, they'd capitulate. Well, actually we'd have to nuke them twice, but you get the idea. Now we're taking back Xinjiang and Mongolia. Urumqi, God, how long since we took that? There goes Turkey. Lost Ankara. So they capitulate to France. France will then finish off Istanbul. Iran is on the other side. Alright, the French Foreign Legion are wandering off the wrong direction. Make sure they keep pushing up towards Moscow. Definitely want to beat the Poms there. And then turn straight around and go for Stalingrad. Need to get Kiev before anybody else as well. There we go. Anybody that tries to get in the way should be demolished. And as these guys get slowed down, the non-expeditionary French troops should be allowed to keep up. There we go. Trying to get through there. He's got a port and too many guys. So you walk around, we'll leave that to the others. And we're going to want to cancel that part of the border. And don't want to cancel it all. But we'll move that up to there. And delete that part. Carpathian Ruthenia. Alright. Why are they failing that? Mountaineers. Alright. Alright. Keep on moving on. We are in a green supply zone. This guy definitely needs his organisation back. Is that Odessa? Cool. Sevastopol was usually worth, yeah, 20. Compared to Stalingrad, 30. Moscow's 50, right? Yep. And Leningrad was 30. Cool. Alright, battle plan with no units assigned. Would be one of the little early thing we did. Alright, there's one there. So let's delete that off. So now they're just going to do their push the actual direction we want them to. It's looking green. The offensive into Kiev is not going as we want it to. We have trouble pushing directly because of low supply terrain. Failed, but we can defend. So what we're going to want to do is get... Oh, he's got a fort there. Let's try something like this. Knew that was going to be a failure, but we don't want them to reinforce this one. Hopefully it's only... Crap, it's level 7. Yeah, we're never going to be able to take that. Kiev as well is level 7. That's going to be a little harsh. Right. Have they just pulled out of that for no reason? Very interesting. Alright, stop them reinforcing. 4 guys here need to definitely help out. And you are not ours. Darn it. Get these guys to do something though. Alright, 6 days. The race is on. Really don't think we're going to be able to take Moscow before them. What are they down to? 83. Australia doesn't want to come into the war. And we'll push somebody in there. Keep an eye on this front. We don't want them being distracted. Pull them up next to Kiev. And you know, we'll forget this bit as well. Get on that side of the river. Alright, we're going to fail everything there. Let's focus on this province. And get some guys up here. I mean, the Allies are going to come up and reinforce behind anyway, so we might as well just keep moving. Forcing Bulgaria to capitulate probably would have been a good plan. Well, it looks like we might actually win that little fight. And we have a nuke ready. Alright, 180 days to the next. Because we have 2 nuclear reactors. Next one we finished 3rd of May. Getting more military factories done as well. Military equipment is 2.5 months out. Light tanks are going to take forever. It's only got 12 done. It's fine. fine, it's fine, it's fine. Hey, we've taken that. So, now we, including these guys, should be able to get down here. Kiev is definitely going to be a tough nut to crack. We don't want to try and cross the river here either. So I think this is just going to be a bit of a holding pattern down there, as it is up here as well. There goes Bulgaria. Can we get paratrooper into this empty province? Alright, get both of you down. I don't know why there are 17 divisions there. They're trying to get out. And of course these guys couldn't do anything. We have all the allied troops pouring up there now into the supplied zones. They'll probably stay out of the red zones. So let's push these guys forward. And this looks like 2 empty provinces. Alright, where are we going to nuke him? Let's go to Stalingrad. Can we reach down there? Need S priority. We're in central Russia. No, we're in... Where do we put him? Actually, we only need fighters, don't we? We don't have to find the bombers. So the fighters going to the northern front can redirect... It's not ours yet. Where's one that we hold? Yugoslavia has them. So we should be able to put them in. 600 planes? You don't want to... Why don't you want to move? Can we put them down here instead? Looks like we're allowed to here. Don't know if they will reach the western steppe from there. No, they will not. Get to the Kuban region. Need to take this airbase. Maybe from there. Not even allowed to go to Kastamonu. Alright, logistics. Keep going logistics. Not going to be able to add them until we have support equipment built. Now, Kiev are actually a decent target. They're at 7. So let's go ahead and grab... Oh, Civil War deserters are gone. The Kuban guy. Here. We're not allowed to go into their base. Alright, tell me. Which one is closest? Ankara. Go to Ankara. And then come to the Ukraine. Need S priority in the region. That will be fine as soon as the fighters arrive. There's a lot of red there, but it's not our guys, so it's fine by us. Here we go. Drop the bomb. That'll teach them. Should go pretty well damaged. Damage levels 7. Go ahead. Take Kiev. Definitely the easier way to do it. Just bomb all their fortifications. Alright, and does not damage anything around it. That is cool. Alright, so there are times that doing a little nuking will help. And that gets our occupation up to 3,500. UK has almost done as much as we have. Cool. Well, we'll take a short break here. When we come back, we will continue knocking down the Soviets a peg or two until they eventually get down to, well, 21% less base. That'll be the minimum we can get for nuking them. And then they will hopefully be low enough to capitulate once Moscow and Stalingrad are gone. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later.